Alright everyone, and welcome back to a brand new episode of Pokemon Storm Silver. And today's episode is going to look quite a bit different from the previous episodes that we've done in this series, because as we have played through the Gen 2 remakes before, we've played through Gen 2 a couple times on this channel already, I thought that, really this should be speed-ups and just doing the main plot points and doing a couple in each episode, but this episode's going to be different because of an event that was put into this game by the creators of this ROM hack to make it stand out a little bit from the base game and add some more plot points to Team Rocket, which I think is really cool. It also adds a whole host of kind of interesting things going on with the brand new kind of portion of this game that leads to the Safari Zone and a genuine reason to go there other than just this aptitude test thing that is kind of boring, if I do say so myself. So, without further ado, with a little mini monologue over, let's get straight into this episode. One thing I've also done, considering some of the levels of our Pokemon, I'm just going to go from ascending order in our team to try and help our Pokemon get some levels up, and I went out and spent quite a lot of Pokedollars as well on getting ourselves some items. Now the first thing we need to do is head in here, get our repels going, and I will be speeding through the battle similar to how we would normally do it in the regular Let's Plays, because look who it is, it's Team Rocket. Kid, you want to go to Safari Zone? Then pay up with your Pokemon. This isn't over, kid. I also will probably be running a bit back and forth between the Pokemon Center, at least right at the start of this, against Team Rocket. So, yeah, we definitely need to heal up. Try not to use all my potions now. Okay, well, I know it's not going to be long for our next battle, so here we go. Alright, cool. That one was a little bit easier. Alright, let's head on up, and we got another rocket trainer. So let's take him on. There's no way you're getting out of this cave. Alright, well I think I'm just gonna normally heal my team after that one, just because we just need a Super Repel really on one Pokemon and a Poison Antidote heal. There we go. I will say, I was just thinking during that battle about kind of odd choices of Pokemon for Evil Team. Like, Piloswine feels like a bit of an odd choice for an Evil Team to have. Anyway, this is the first bit of this that's quite interesting. Oh, you must be Joey. Bayoba asked Mira and her companions for help, but he's now stuck at the Safari Zone. Mira never saw him, but she did hear a trainer called Joey would be arriving. Help Mira defeat these guys. Defeat us? We'll see what you think of that about that, punk. Ah, what a battle. Alright. And Mira heals up our team. It's kind of cool that the, I think it's the bosses of the Frontier, who are also people that you meet in Pokemon Platinum, are here to, like, help out. I just think it's really cool that they added all this. Anyway, we got, I think that's Buck up next. I was wondering when you would arrive. We came to help, but then there's more of these Team Rocket goons than we can handle alone, but now you're here. Let's take them down. I gotta say, these Team Rocket battles are just so long. At least we get to get our Pokemon healed up. Not to mention the fact that all of that was just for one item, which is a revive, which is completely pointless for what we're doing right now. So actually what happens is you come here, and the boulder just cracks. Crazy, right? It's all to push you into doing an extra battle, but look who it is, right here waiting for us. Come to mess up our plans? I'm a Team Rocket executive, and unlike that fool Proton, I won't be beaten so easily. Alright, well, we finally get to chat a little bit, now that all the introduction battles are over, and we get ourselves a battle against one of the executives, which is fun, which means that in the case of us and the future of what we're doing, I think there's like two more. I think there's Cheryl and Marnie, because I don't think Riley's here at all. And so you get two more of these little battles, and then I think you get the two executives. So it's kind of crazy how many battles that have been added in here. I think it is just to give you like a really nice challenge, a nice and long challenge to really try and feel like you can take out Team Rocket, or I guess more an introduction, making them really tricky, and you get your levels up. That's one good thing about it. The amount of levels that we're getting. I mean, we've been relying on a couple Pokemon maybe a bit more than normal, but the Pokemon have come in handy. So this is the most annoying Pokemon to deal with is Golbat. It's just, let me use Hypnosis, let me use Confuse Ray, now let me be unable to hit you with anything else. And we have Shed Skin as well, that's the other thing. So at some point, we theoretically... Oh, or we just wake up then. That works too. Please one-shot the Golbat, because I don't want to have to deal with... That really doesn't do a lot. Is it going to go for Hypnosis? Yes, and it lands it. Alright. See, this is why full restores are useful. And also berries. Oh, look at that, but it's going to go for it again, because it's actually smart enough. And that's the problem with not having priority moves or fast Pokemon. I was actually reading a comment on it was on the what was it series, Radical Red, because obviously I didn't finish that, barely got halfway through that game, and but it was basically saying if you do come back to this game, here's like a bunch of things to think of, and priority moves is one of them. Priority moves and Tailwind, and lots of setting up Pokemon and things like that. And I thought, it is all interesting that, you can do all of these things and in Pokemon to make yourself just have these advantages and ways that effectively, if you know about them, will make the game slightly easier. But I gotta say, it isn't trying to use cool game mechanics in Pokemon that I don't like, or using more competitive type mechanics. I think it was more just the setup that you have to go out and get however many different types of Pokemon and level them up, and I just want to use Pokemon that I like and I think are cool. That is, to me, that is pretty much it. And if I need to use some Pokemon that are just going to give me certain advantages here and there, then I have to use Pokemon that are going to give me certain advantages here and there. That also did not do nearly as much as I was hoping for. even with a Screech. And so my understanding of the Pokemon universe is expansive, but my understanding of Pokemon moves is less so. And so, for me, it just was never my cup of tea. It was an endless frustration of trying to figure out how exactly I'm supposed to get a competitive edge every single time. Understanding, or a lack thereof, of the moves that I had, and level caps, and using items, and unable to use items. I mean, I'm just too much of a casual player for a game like that game. And I know I've kind of talked about this before, but I think that is the truth about why I stopped playing, is just because I just want to play casually. And so yeah, I am gonna be trying to avoid too many Pokemon games that, and especially when we finish the Pokemon games themselves and go into ROM hacks, I am pretty much going to be, yeah, we don't want slash. I am pretty much gonna be, I always get this messed up because they change them in so many different Pokemon games, the way all that's set up. Anyway, but yeah, for me, I just want to play Pokemon games that aren't gonna just be super challenging. And when it comes to ROM hacks and challenges, like if I'm creating a challenge that is difficult, like say for example the transfer lock, there are some very difficult aspects in the transfer lock that make it difficult. That's part of the point. Things like the level increases throughout the games, and just the fact that, you know, move power is, or, you know, like some moves are just going to be better than others and things like that. You know, it's, or certain moves come first and things like, you know, it's all very interesting. We are stuck in a loop here of, this is another thing that has me, is getting stuck in healing loops. I'm happy to be stuck in a healing loop with moves that don't hit, but why do you hit them every time, sir? Oh yeah, we have choice bands. Is he gonna go for Fire Blast? He missed. Haha. Get destroyed. Executive Patrol. There we go. We have defeated Executive Patrol. Barely gave us any money. I see, no matter, you're bound to be far too late already. I don't even think you know what we're after. Oh, he's dropped TMO6, that's toxic, isn't it? Very interesting, very cool. We need to heal up our team. With what we have. I might honestly, you know what? I'm gonna go all the way back and heal up my Pokemon. It is a bit frustrating when you have a very short walk back to a Pokemon Center, but it's been 20 minutes since you've been there because it's just a long and tedious journey. Well, let's continue. Alright. Easy enough. We get our Pokemon healed. And we head on our way. I think where there's only one more battle left. Or maybe... Nope, one more battle left, and it's Marnie. Or Marley. I've been waiting for you. We're able to hold them off, but we couldn't defeat them. But now you're here, we can. That makes me happy. Now we should defeat these people. Some shy girl and a kid aren't gonna beat us. Oh, man. Well, that was another tricky one. These battles take like 5-6 minutes each, and they're just so not fun. I'm thinking I might not just have to zoom through this next battle here as well. So let's talk to her. Hold it! You've gone far enough in this heroic journey. Get ready for a thrashing. Ah, man, these battles take too long. And we get another TM. That's nice. What do we get? TM 84? No idea which one that is. Toxic's an obvious one to know. Poison jab. Okay. Well, we need to go all the way back and heal. So let's go and do that. Okay. So we're back and we're able to go through all this, and you're probably wondering, but there is a Pokemon Center at the Safari Zone, and that was the last trainer all the way to the Safari Zone. But there is a reason for that, because you can't go in here, so the only place you can go into is the Pokemon Center. So, you come in, weak, 2 Pokemon down, and... Hello and welcome to the Pokemon Center. We restore your tired Pokemon with full health. Would you like to rest your Pokemon? Yes. Too bad, brat. There you go. So, you're the kid who's been messing with our plans. For someone so young, I'm surprised you took out Proton, Petrel, and Ariana so easily. Oh well, no matter, I can destroy you right here. Yes? Yeah, okay. The game's frozen. That's 50 minutes of recording. If you can't hear the pain in my voice. Okay, well, I'm gonna pause this recording and I will return when the game is working. Okay, I have worked my way all the way back here. Our levels and stuff are different. And now OBS is... I have no idea how that's gonna look, because OBS froze, and I was very concerned for a second. This is what our team's looking like now, because there are some differences, but I've finally worked my way all the way back. Let's hope that it works. I have saved just before all of this, so if all else fails, then there won't be any issues. So we're back here. Petrel is right here. Not Petrel, Archie, and Riley comes in. Joey, hold on, I'll help you take down these guys. Another contender, very well, this could actually be interesting. But this is in place, I'll be in front of the Safari Zone, if you haven't lost your nerve. I'll see you in front of the Safari Zone. See you outside, sucker. Alright. There we go. You know what, we might as well just save again. You just never know. At this point, there's so much that goes on in this game that... Or with this as well, anyway. Now that we're in position, I won't let you interfere with our plans. Alright, well, we get to go into the game. Nice. Into the battle, is what I should say. I had no idea what was coming out first in terms of Pokemon, but... Scyther, not too bad. Okay, close combat does not hit us, which is nice, because that means we'll be able to do more to Zangoose, but also be hopefully able to hit our move with Henge. Because obviously we're going to attack last, but it would be super, super effective on Scyther. I'm actually surprised it did as little damage on Zangoose as that. But, oh well. It is what it is. Lucario's coming out. And a Mawile. So, let's go into a Garrick. I think, yeah, that'll be a nice resistance there. Hopefully Lucario then goes to take out one of these. I'm not sure which one it goes. Okay, Lucario goes for Mawile. That's helpful. Yeah, alright, Mawile's down, that's good. And we'll go for the Zangoose next. Generally quite weak to fighting types here is the trend of at least the Team Rocket Grunt that's getting absolutely destroyed. Riley seems to not realize that his team is also weak to fighting moves, but that's okay. I was gonna say because we're gonna take out the Zangoose, but we don't even take out the Zangoose. Oh boy. Okay, his team's just super weak to fighting. He's got a dark type, a normal type, and a steel type. What is the point behind that? Also, frustratingly, we hit the Sky Uppercut on a Pokemon that we wouldn't want to hit Sky Uppercut on. That is very nice. Well, let's go for the Grand Bull then. Okay, well, we knew that was coming. I'm trying to think, we really still don't have anything that can take down a Gyarados really well. I mean, theoretically, we could go and put Pupitar back in. I'm thinking what we do is we bring Starling out, lower the attack of both of them, be faster, I believe, than both of them, and we'll close combat the Grand Bull, kind of as a sacrifice, but at least it means that we have two Pokemon focusing on one Pokemon with a weakened attack. Hopefully that'll work. We shall see. That's helpful, because now if it wants to bounce, it has to bounce on Ursaring, and then we get to hit it with a fly. That should take it out. And there we are. Well, that worked out quite well. That was a bit of a scary Pokemon to try and deal with. Starling coming in handy. Zangoose is coming back out. I think we go for the close combat. Hope we're faster. It doesn't go for us. Both of those options were good. Obviously, we lower our defense doing this, but we are fast. And I'm assuming his last Pokemon's Houndoom. We could take that out with a close Nah, we couldn't take that out with a close combat, I don't think. But we can try. We'll do it. We'll go for it. Fire Blast. That'll take us out. Yeah, you're gonna have some roasted bird after that move. Especially with the defense drops. Alright, let's go into our starter here. Go for the Surf. And he does miss, so that's good. It's an extra bonus. I would assume, unless he's got something like Thunder, he doesn't take us out. So I don't know. I would have gone for something like Dark Pulse. Maybe he's got like choice specs or something like that, or whatever to boost his special attack. But there we go. That's done it. And that's taken down Executive Archer. There we go. Hopefully it doesn't freeze again. I wasn't expecting that. We have what we need regardless. Don't expect me to be too generous next time. Oh, that should free this area from Team Rocket. You've been a great help to us, thank you. My companions and I are living in Johto currently, as our cooperation was requested with the new battle frontier they're putting up here. I heard the battle frontier is now close to completion. It just needs a little bit more time. Perhaps you'd like to visit us sometime in the future. Buck and myself have a little house in Mahogany Town, and the girls are in Goldenrod City. I'm sure they all like to see you again. At any rate, people should start returning to the area now that these goons are gone. I'll see you around. Alright, well let's save. Okay. Let's go in as well and talk to Baoba. Huzzah! Thank you for defeating Team Rocket. What a nightmare. I owe you my gratitude. Now, if I can resume what I was going to say. Hi, I've been waiting for it. What do you think? There's a brand new Safari Zone, by the way. Just had an idea. Would you like to take the owner aptitude test? Not right now. What? I never thought anyone would decline. I guess we have to then. Let me explain how the test works. Very easy. All you have to do is catch a Geodude at the Safari Zone and yeah. It's just the normal stuff from the game that we're not really gonna deal with at this current moment, but the whole Safari Zone is back up and running. And everything is swell, so there we are. So that is the Safari Zone event, the new event that they added into this game. I think it's the only like big event thing that they've added in. Oh, cool, that guy gives you an upgrade. Interesting. But yeah, so there you go. So if you enjoyed this episode, make sure you go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you all next time where normal service will resume. Alright, bye.